South by Southwest, all that stuff. Anyway, yeah, I missed the flight. I got in a biking accident. I'm wearing my shirt. I'm kind of shirtless right now. I have a sling on, as you can see right here.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I got in a biking accident on Friday. I was riding my bike downtown to meet up with a friend for happy hour. I swerved and I almost hit someone, and then I went over the handlebars, hit my head. You can see right here, a little cut there, and I broke my clavicle bone. So I can't really get on airplanes right now. Can't really type much. I only have my left hand to work with. It's
Hmm.
been a long weekend so far, and I think it's going to be an even longer few days, I guess, few weeks until I get healed. I go to an orthopedist hopefully today to find out if I need
Hmm.
surgery. So fingers crossed, I don't need surgery.
So the first question the orthopedist is probably going to ask, "Hey, what do you do for work?" You're going to tell him podcaster, full time, full time podcaster, and then you got to be like,
Yep.
"Hey, what's the prognosis? Can I still pod, doc? Give it to me straight."
I mean, that is the big question. Can I still pod? I'm a little. I will be honest. I gotta be forthfront. So there's a lot of pain that's involved with a broken collarbone, and because of
Hmm.
that, they give you a special drug called codeine, which I've never taken before. But let me tell you, it is something. So it's getting me through the weekend. It's getting me through this podcast. It's allows me to deal with the pain in my shoulder. Um, and hopefully I find out that it's not that big of a deal, that it'll heal in 4 weeks and I'm back up and running and I'm able to be a full-time podcaster again. But right now I'm
Hmm.
a half version of a podcaster, I guess, right now. But hey, it's
So,
track and field. I can figure out how to talk about it with a broken shoulder and a little bit of a light head.
so people are going to tune into the pod late, or they're going to see a clip, and they're going to think that you just have a new fashion sense with the non-button shirt here. So if you are listening right now, you'll spread the word, like in the comments
Yeah.
or something. If people are like, "Hey, why is his shirt like that?" Say, "Hey, he's dealing with a broken shoulder right now." Any other injuries suffered from this accident? And can you tell like what exactly happened here? Because that's a pretty bad break.
Yeah. So if we bring up on the screen, this is the scene of the crime right here. That's where I fell. I was coming towards the camera, turning right around the curve, and another biker
Mhm.
was coming towards away from the camera. I had no idea. I had headphones in. He swings
Mm.
wide. I'm swinging wide. I was probably going too fast. I went into his lane, and boom, I hit him. I go over to handlebars, hit my head. Guys, wear a helmet. It's important. Luckily, there was no major head injury, just a pretty big cut on my eyebrow here. Um, and I cut up my knee pretty bad. So my knee has a lot of like road rash on it.
Mhm.
But the main injury was I landed on my shoulder. I was there, didn't know what was going on. Had a friend who I was meeting up to go to happy hour with. The guy who I hit, he called my friend for me. 20 minutes later, my friend picks me up, takes me to urgent care. Urgent care tells me I broke my shoulder. I
Mhm.
said, "Can I go to Ole Miss?" And the guy laughs at me because that's where I was supposed to go. I was supposed to go to Ole
Yeah.
Miss to film a workout this week. He says, "You're not going on an airplane." I was like, "Okay." Uh, Gives me some drugs. I go home and I watch March Madness,
Mhm.
and that's all she wrote. And now I'm stuck here. Here's what Oh, this is this it was not at least the object that I hit was moving, so I
Yeah.
did at least have a little bit of dignity that I didn't hit like a tree like in this Simpsons gif that Travis just pulled up. Um, but yeah, it's the first time I ever hurt myself like this. It's a good
Yeah.
reminder that biking is not a children's activity. It is very dangerous and you can hurt
Mhm.
yourself incredibly. So if you are biking out there to track practice and you're late, take your time. Take your
Yeah.
time because it is not good. It is not good to get hurt.
I thought you were gonna say when the doctor said, "No, you can't go to Ole Miss," he said, "Ole Miss? Why would you go there? Texas just beat him in the DMR. Stay in Austin. You don't need to do a workout on them. Do a workout on the UT guys pulling the upset." Moral of the story: wear a helmet. If you're in an
Yes.
accident, be the barista. Shout out to that guy. I don't know if you got his name, but props to him for sticking around. Not a lot of people do.
Yeah,
Um,
Logan. He helped me out.
Logan,
Thank you,
shout
Logan.
out Logan the barista in Austin for staying there and helping you and giving you the towel and making sure you were safe. You texted me a very cryptic text. I don't even remember what it was, but it's something like you texted something has happened and plans will have to change, which my mind just went in a bunch of different directions about what that could mean. I didn't know if that meant something happened with a flight that got canceled, with your availability for the podcast. I could have listed a bunch of things, and broken clavicle in a bike accident was not among them. So, very glad you're okay, Gordon. Glad you're okay, and
Yes. I
hopefully speedy
appreciate that.
recovery for you. Hopefully you can get back to dunking and traveling soon.
Yeah, that's the main issue. I got a lot of texts from some people when I posted I got hurt. They thought, was it from like your dunk attempt? And I was like, that's embarrassing if I broke my clavicle bone from a dunk attempt. I was
Yeah.
supposed to do a dunk attempt on Saturday, and I got hurt Friday afternoon. And my training
Mm,
was going well. I'm gonna be honest. I felt like a mini LeBron James out there in the training
yeah.
room. So now it's a huge setback, right? But this is going to make that moment when I dunk in December even sweeter that I overcame a broken collarbone and had to take like 2 months off of lifting. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, wear a helmet and don't break your clavicle bone uh, right in the spring. Like spring's like the best time. The weather's nice. Everyone's out going
To
to
have
have
a
fun, and I'm
clavicle,
just stuck in my house with the broken clavicle bone. It sucks. And
come back
yeah,
stronger,
there's a
Gordon.
lot of side effects to the drugs too. So yeah,
Well,
but
that's what
you
we're
know,
seeing in the chat. People are talking about the side effects in the chat. Can aggravate the stomach, according
yeah,
to
I
somebody. So be careful.
I haven't taken a shit in like 3 days. So,
Okay, well, we didn't need to
we'll,
go
we'll,
that in that direction. I thought aggravate
but
the
it's a
stomach
thing.
would have
It's a
been no.
thing.
All
Yeah,
right.
but it is what it is.
Okay. Let's.
Sorry,
With that
sorry.
said,
This is
let's
a
move
this is
forward here.
a this is a family podcast talking about track and field. I take it. I'm sorry. I
Well,
apologize.
not anymore. It was up until about 15 seconds ago. Luckily, Colt has the bleep button handy. Maybe he's
There
going
you
to
go.
need it for the next couple of episodes.
Yeah,
All right,
finger
we
on the
have the
trigger, finger on the trigger.
There you go.
we have